Assalamualaikum and hi guys, this is Dm015 chapter 3 and we continue for page 11. We have learned about graphical method to solve quadratic inequalities. Today I want to show you about analytical method. Analytical method can be explained using this simple theorem. For A times B, to get it more than 0, it will happen if and only if A is positive and B is positive, or A is negative and B also negative. Meanwhile, for A times B less than 0, it will happen if and only if A is positive and B is negative, or A is negative and B is positive. Analytical method includes two methods. There are real number line methods and table of sign method. Let's go to question number 9. Solve the following inequalities by using analytical method. I will use both methods to solve this question. X squared minus 2x minus 15 greater than or equals to 0. First of all, please check for coefficient of x squared. If it is negative number, I highly recommend you to positive it first by multiplying with negative 1, and don't forget to change the sign. Then, make sure the right side is already 0. If that two things are checked, then we proceed to next step. The next step is factorize the quadratic form. The most important step in real number line method is assume all linear factors is positive. First factor, x minus 5, we assuming greater than or equals to 0. So x greater than or equals to 5. The second factor is x plus 3. We are assuming it's also greater than or equals to 0. So then we get x greater than or equals to negative 3. Then we will draw a number line according to the inequalities above. The number line will represent 3 intervals. We have less than negative 3 intervals, negative 3 until 5 intervals, and more than 5 intervals. The easiest way to determine sign of each interval is by looking the line. If there is a line, we put positive. For which there is no line, we put negative. Then we will write the product of two factors here. So this one, negative times negative, positive, negative times positive, negative, positive times positive, positive. We are looking for the product of these two factors are greater than or equals to 0 or positive number. So the required intervals are negative infinity to negative 3 union 5 to infinity. It means that when you substitute any number in this interval into the inequalities, you will get always greater than or equals to 0. Now let's try the table of sign method. This method quite similar with real number line method. Make sure the coefficient of x squared is positive and the right side is 0. Then we can factorize the quadratic first. From the factorization, determine the roots. Then draw a table like this. Interval here represent the area of left and right side of the roots. Close interval because it must equals to 0. Test value is any value within the interval. Pick one. So between negative infinity to negative 3, I pick negative 4. Between negative 3 to 5, I pick 0. Between 5 to infinity, I pick number 6. For this column, we write the linear factors, and the last one is the product of the two factors. Next, substitute the value into both linear factors to determine the sign. Negative 4 minus 5, we will get negative 9. So this is negative. Negative 4 plus 3, we will get negative 1. So this one is also negative number. And same thing for the number 0. 0 minus 5 is negative 5. 0 plus 3 is 3. So positive. 6 minus 5 is positive 1. 6 plus 3 is positive 9. Finally, calculate the product of two factors. Negative times negative, we will get positive number. Negative times positive, we will get negative number. Positive times positive, we will get positive number. Because of the question asks for greater than or equals to 0 or positive number, then the required interval is this one and this one. Don't forget to write down the final answer properly. There you go. So can you try for questions B? I hope you can. See ya.